Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We're going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and tell me what's on your mind. So what's going on, Peep Squad? What's happening? Let's talk about Yovanna. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's going down because Yovanna went on Instagram and YouTube and basically she wanted to set the record straight that she did not have any recording, and she never said that she had a recording, and she's upset with Kandi Burruss. It seems like she has a bone to pick with Kandi Burruss because she feels like Kandi's out here saying too much and talking too much about the whole situation. I was like, for real? That's what we doing, Yovanna? Yovanna is out here telling it, baby. She's speaking her mind. I was like, girl, where are the receipts? Okay, there's no auto recording, there's no recording, but where are the receipts? What receipts do you have against Cynthia? Please tell us that. That's what we would like to know. Where are the receipts? And yes, we know you're upset with Kandi. You're feeling a certain type of way about Kandi Burruss. We understand that. Hey, Wayne, what's going on? Black Bruce Wayne Jr., how you doing? Salute to you too, my peoples. And so we have this situation. So it's like, damn, Yovanna, like, where are the receipts? Tell us where the receipts are. Tell us the information that you have. What do you have? Like, we want to know, because you are upset with Kandi, but Kandi has every right to speak about the situation if she wants to, because you enter her realm. You enter the realm of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you said you have receipts. You didn't say you had a recording, but people assumed that it was actually a recording because you said it was Cynthia talking, about NeNe Leakes, and NeNe Leakes was telling you and Marlo Hampton that Cynthia Bailey, she's, she could be ghetto, she could be the 50 Cent Cynthia and all this other stuff. And you was like, girl, I know, because let me tell you, like, you heard it, like, you saw her talk like that, you know what I mean? So everybody's assuming, even though you told NeNe that you have receipts, people are assuming that you had a recording, girl. So where is the receipts? What receipts do you have? Do you have anything, Yovanna? That's the question. Do you have anything? We want to know some type of information. Okay, yeah, you got beef with Kandi. Other than that, where's the information? Oh, you feel like Kandi's doing too much, that it should be Cynthia upset with you, but she can say whatever she want to say because you entered their realm and talking that you had receipts. Kandi Burruss even asked you, where's the recording? Where's this? Where's that? You was asked over and over to produce something. You didn't produce anything. You didn't produce receipts. You didn't produce a recording. You didn't say who the person was. It was almost seeming like you was like, I don't want the person to be revealed unless they want to be revealed. Like, come on, like, tell us some information. Like, be real with us. Let us know what's going on with the situation. And then you said that NeNe is the one that spreaded the rumor, because I'm assuming that NeNe thought that there was a recording, that was your receipts. Where are your receipts, Yovanna? And then you talk about, oh, Kandi thought that I was recording people and I was a bad person or whatever. Why would she invite me on vacations? Why would she chill with me? Why would she hang out with me? Because she wanted to get to know you, to see if you was going to actually give out some real information, if you was actually going to tell the truth. The girls tried to give you a chance, and it's just like, you felt comfortable with NeNe because NeNe's your girl. She brought you on the show. So, NeNe is beefing with Cynthia Bailey. So therefore, all of a sudden, now you got receipts on Cynthia Bailey. It's just like you was trying to please NeNe and you was trying to get away into the show, because you still never produced any receipts. You didn't produce anything. So what's going on with that situation? Like, baby girl, you're doing way too much. Like, tell us, where are the receipts? Like, we need to know. And it seems like you came after Cynthia, not like you was trying to beef with Cynthia or you was trying to have a problem with Cynthia, but you knew NeNe was beefing with her. They're not friends. So therefore, it's like you sided with NeNe and you said that you have receipts on Cynthia, and you never produced the receipts after you was asked over and over about the receipts, and you didn't produce anything. And then when it was your moment in Toronto to actually sit down with the ladies that you did sit down, you had NeNe talking about, no, it's something different between a recording, between auto, there's something totally different. NeNe was going and giving her definition of recording, and then Marlo Hampton jumped in, was like, oh yeah, it's the same thing Cynthia Bailey did to NeNe Leakes about the situation with Kenya Moore coming to Cynthia Bailey's wine tasting event. And you were sitting there, you didn't say anything, and that was your moment to say, hey, these are the receipts that I have. It's not a recording. You could have corrected NeNe, said, no, it's not auto. It's not a recording. Basically, just receipts I have from somewhere. But we still don't even know what your receipts are. We have no information about anything that you said about Cynthia. So how can you, with a right mind, you said that you were knowledgeable. You said you got brands. You said you got businesses. How can you say that you have receipts and you never produced the receipts and you never showed the receipts when you was asked about the receipts? That's the problem. That's the situation. And yes, you're Yovanna from Clark, you that B word, but when you was there in the room with all the ladies, you didn't produce anything. And yes, Porsha did call you fake, and Porsha did say this, and Porsha did say that, because basically the ladies were upset with you, because now this is your chance to produce your receipts. This is the chance to say what you need to say. You've been getting along so far, saying all the things that you've been saying about I got receipts, or yes, and all this other stuff about Cynthia Bailey, but you never produced it. So it was time for you to, produce your receipts, and it is what it is, and you didn't produce nothing. And that's the problem. You can't come on the show and say that you got receipts and all this other stuff about one of the cast members that been there for so long, and you're not going to think, Kandi's not going to jump in, Porsha's not going to jump in, and Kenya Moore's not going to jump in. Of course they're going to jump in. They want to know where your receipts are. Where's your information? And you think that you're just going to get away without just saying that, oh, I got receipts. No, if you know this show, I know you've been watching Yovanna, it's about receipts. They bring receipts. They got video. They got recording. They got this person, that person. We already see Kenya Moore is about to bring the cookie lady to meet Tanya Sam. So the receipts, this show is about receipts. And it was like, damn. And the way that you was asked to leave Toronto, it was like right then and there, if I was you, I would have been like, I'm staying and I'm going to tell my story. It's like now you're telling your story off air. You're telling your story on Sister Circle. You're telling your story on Instagram. You're telling your story on YouTube, but you still haven't told us what your receipts are. And that's the question. When you had the moment to confront all the ladies, they confronted you like woman to woman. They came to you like, where's your information? We think you are the snake. And you still didn't say anything. And so now it seems like you're still auditioning for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now you're coming after Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss has every right to talk about you on Essence and Essence magazine and say what she needed to say. Like, basically she thought you was a friend, and then she realized that basically you ain't got no receipts, and she thought you was cool until she actually got to know you and to see that you was reaching and you was lying. So basically she's calling you out on it. And yes, Cynthia Bailey should be calling you out on it, because it's her situation. It's her with the one that supposedly or allegedly was recorded. But Cynthia Bailey don't have to do it, because Kandi Burruss is doing her light work. If you listen to NeNe will tell you that Kandi Burruss, Kenya Moore, and Cynthia Bailey are in the alliance or whatever. So if Kandi wants to do any interview, she wants to go and watch What Happens Live and say that she believes Love B. Scott, she definitely can do that too as well, basically calling you out as a liar. So I don't know why you mad or upset with Kandi, and now you out here making videos about her. She's not the one that told you to say that you had receipts. And then on top of that, you was like, it was NeNe Leakes. She's the one running around telling everybody the information. In my opinion, I'll give NeNe the benefit of the doubt and see if basically maybe NeNe thought you had a recording. When you say receipts and it's somebody talking, actually demonstrating a behavior, people are going to think that it's actually recording, because NeNe Leakes was talking about, oh, I done talked to Cynthia. You got to see Cynthia, how she talks and how she acts. So NeNe Leakes was saying this to you, and then you go, well, I know you ain't lying because I have receipts. So people are automatically going to assume that it is the recording. I think maybe NeNe, assumed that you did have a recording. And, because I don't see NeNe Leakes, going lying with you, because it doesn't make any sense. NeNe Leakes been on the show since she begun, and she know these ladies are going to call you out. She knew the ladies going to want to know the information, and they're going to want you to produce the receipts. She knows this, and why would she jeopardize her reputation with you having a fake recording when you don't have a recording at all? And from what I see, there ain't even no receipts. What are the receipts that you had a conversation with Cynthia Bailey? Cynthia Bailey said, yes, we did have a conversation, and what I said to you about NeNe Leakes, I'll say it to your face. So therefore, it seems like when you had that conversation with Cynthia Bailey at her house with the rest of the girls, that your receipts was probably diminished, because your receipts was probably the conversation that you had with Cynthia Bailey. And people are looking for more receipts, that you really had some concrete evidence of Cynthia being negative and Cynthia being hood or whatever, and you didn't produce that. And that's the problem. That's the situation. It's like, girl, you came on here like you have recordings, you have receipts, you know, you was about it. The ladies were questioning you about it, and you was like, well, if the person don't want to be revealed, I'm like, who's the person that don't want to be revealed? Like, come on, girl. Like, you're doing way too much. Like, you insulting our intelligence. Like, you owe all of us an apology. We thought we gonna see the other side of Cynthia. We thought we gonna see a hood side of Cynthia. We thought we gonna see something about Cynthia, and you showed us nothing. Till today, February 3rd, 2020, you still have not shown us no receipts at all, point blank, period. Hey, what's up, people? What's going on, Tia? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Brandy, Sheila, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I was on here. I got the feeling you were on spot, sister. I'm just sitting here like, yo, what's going on with this situation? This situation is just way too much. Like, and then Yovanna's, you know, on Instagram and YouTube, you know, crying wolf and coming after, you know, Kandi Burruss. She has every right, because if my friend, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you doing good? I'm doing good too as well, Tia. Hey, the love bug. If someone said they had a recording of my friend, and then I was like, okay, where's the recording now? What's good? And I asked her, Kandi Burruss went to, you know, Yovanna and asked her, where are the receipts? Like, you know, it's time to produce something, show us something. And you basically said, well, you know, the person wants to reveal, I do have receipts and all this other stuff, but you never showed any receipts. So it seems like you never had any receipts from the beginning. The only receipt that you probably thought you had was a conversation that you had with Cynthia, and Cynthia turned around and said, whatever I said to you, I can say to Cynthia. They wasn't friends at the time that Cynthia was talking to you, Yovanna, and you used that little conversation that you had with Cynthia Bailey to say that, you know, oh yeah, Cynthia is ghetto, you know, trying to agree with NeNe because you was team NeNe's side, and that's okay because she brought you on the show. That's cool or whatever, but you still have not produced nothing. You still have not shown us nothing, and now you're trying to attack Kandi. You came on this show like you was about it, like you got information, and you did it. So you messed up your own opportunity. You thought that, oh, basically me saying I got receipts is gonna get me cool, even more cooler with NeNe. I'll have a storyline. I'll be cool with Marlo, and then basically the girls will be coming at me. You didn't think that it was gonna turn like the way you did. You didn't think that Porsha was gonna put you to the ringer. You didn't think Kenya Moore was gonna put you through the ringer. You know what I mean? You didn't think Kandi Burruss was gonna come at you and ask you for your receipts. Cynthia asked you like 2 times, where's the receipt? Where's the recording? You never corrected anyone when they came to you to say there's not a recording. There is receipts. You never came with any information. You never corrected nobody. You never corrected anybody to say that no, it's not a recording, it's receipts. And then on top of that, we still haven't received or seen the receipts. So you came on the show fugazi. You can't come on Real Housewives of Atlanta fugazi. You can't come up here playing games like that. You can't do that, baby girl. You can't at all, point blank, period, and think that you're gonna get a pass. This is 2020 Real Housewife of Atlanta. These ladies ain't playing. They ain't playing no games. Like, they coming with receipts. They are talking about each other on Instagram, Twitter, and interviews. They're saying other people need to go. Goodbye. They're calling each other ugly. They're bringing, you know, women from Galaho Land, the cookie shop, to come on the show and confront somebody. You know, you got Tanya saying with wigs and stuff like that. These people ain't playing with you, and now you out here crying wolf, and that's not fair because you deceived the audience, you deceived the cast, you deceived the audience, you deceived us all. And it came out like when they forced you to basically put you on the hot seat, you ran, you left Toronto, you bounced, you was out. You never even said anything. You watch NeNe sit there. If NeNe was the one that went around told everybody, and she said that Yovanna got receipts and she thought it was a recording. Why in that moment did you not correct NeNe right there and then say it's not a recording, I have receipts? You just sat there because you were scared, number one. Number two, you knew the jig was up, and number three, you knew nobody at that point had your back, point blank, period. And even NeNe was like, NeNe even called you the snake too as well. So I'm like, girl, why are you out here crying? Why are you out here coming for Kandi Burruss? Like, we was wanting to see something. You didn't show us anything. You didn't give us no information, absolutely nothing. And then, you know, you got kicked off the trip. You had to leave Toronto. It was like, girl, you even got kicked out of Marlo's hotel room because none of the ladies want you around. Because first of all, if you're recording somebody, that's wrong, that's low down, and that's dirty, and that's not right, and that is illegal. And that's what, you know, Eva went to her husband and asked Michael Sterling, like, is this something that you can do? Because everybody was thinking that you had a recording. You know, when everybody was talking about a recording, how come you just didn't say it's not a recording? Why did you put the blame on somebody else? Where are your receipts? And it's like, you came on the show fugazi. You came on the show and you played yourself, baby. And now you want to take it out on everybody else. Like, NeNe is not going to fight your battles. NeNe hasn't fought battles in a long time. She only fights her battles. And every now and then she might get in and jump and fight somebody else's battles. But NeNe hasn't fought somebody else's battles for a long time. So, you know, it just looks like a whole bad situation. And you're out here basically coming at Kandi because she's the only one talking. She can talk about you from here to whenever because you enter her circle and you said one of her close friends or one of the people that she's in an alliance where, you know, you got a recording of her talking a certain type of way and you can't be trusted. So it is what it is. I was like, they be doing way too much. She was out here crying, girl. She was out here just doing way too much. I was like, I thought Yovanna was tough. She said she's that bitch from Clark. That's what I thought too. You my girl. I hope somehow these women hear your commentary. Thank you, Randy. Worth more than Beverly Hills stocks. Like, yo, she's out here really she's out here like really talking about, oh, she even said, oh, Kandi, you're out here talking about me. And you know what? When that situation went down between you, Porsha, and Phaedra, I had your back, and it really disheartened that, you know, you're talking about me. Like, why would she not talk about you? Why wouldn't she not talk about you? Come on, like, be serious. Like, now you're gonna try to throw up, oh, look what happened to you. Like, now you're trying to be shady and throw up that situation. Then you even said in your video that, oh, remember they said they was accusing you of, you know, doing something to women and drug and all this other stuff. You even went that low to try to stick Kandi with that, but that ain't gonna work, baby. None of that's gonna work. Like, you did too much. What you should have did was came out and said, you know, here are the receipts I had. You know what? And I should have corrected anybody and everybody that said that there was a recording. That's what you should have did. And you should have apologized, but you didn't apologize because your ego is too high and you think somehow that people gonna believe anything that you say. It doesn't. You already lied. And then on top of that, you know, Love B. Scott came out here and said there is no recording. There's no recording at all. You was out there in Toronto. You knew this shit was gonna hit. You should have told them ladies right there and then that there is no recording. NeNe, there's no recording. The receipts I have is the receipts when I was talking to, you know, Cynthia Bailey, when I was at the Cynthia Bailey wine tasting. That was my receipts. That's what you should have said. But no, you didn't. You went out to Sister Circle and was like, you know, I never said I had a recording. I was like, now you're double talking and now you're trying to act like, you know, you're really trying to act like you Miss Innocent and you didn't do anything wrong. You was dead up wrong. You was dead wrong. Like, you really messed up your opportunity on the show. And I've never seen somebody get kicked off a trip. You got kicked off the trip. They got you up out of there, girl. And you gave them the ammunition to get you up out of there. Even though if maybe you didn't have a storyline, maybe you didn't have nothing that you felt like, you know, people was into. So therefore, let me jump in on the situation with NeNe Leakes and Cynthia Bailey, and that was the wrong move that you made. And basically, instead of coming out and apologizing or anything else like that and just say like, you know, I really wanted to get to know you ladies and I'm sorry, I just had, you know, it wasn't a recording. I'm sorry I let everybody on to believe that I did have a recording. It was just, I said I had receipts, and then show us the receipts. You still haven't showed us the receipts, and you lied so much you got kicked off the show, and that's embarrassing. And I know you got to come out here and you got to defend yourself and everything else like that, but you did wrong, baby. Hey, Happy Days, how you doing? I missed this episode for real. Oh no, there's no new episode. The new episode is actually this Sunday. Didn't have time for those. I was cooking soup for. No. Hey, thank you, Love Bug. No, there was no new episode. The new episode is going to be, Sunday. But Yovanna was out here basically, she doesn't have receipts or paper. You know what I mean? Hey, Sweet Brown Sugar 504. Thank you, for real. I'm like, yo, she's out here and now it seems like, she's auditioning again for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and so now she's picking her beef with Kandi Burruss, because Kandi Burruss has been more vocal about SnakeGate when she did on Watch What Happens Live, and also on with Essence, and she has the right to talk about that because that was part of her life. You were there, and people want to know about that situation too as well. So it's just like, whatever, girl. I mean, you came out here, and then on top of that, it seems so ungenuine what you were saying, and it seems that you lacked so much confidence in what you were saying too as well, because then you tried to just throw Kandi under the bus when it came to Phaedra and Porsha in that situation. You're trying to bring up old dirt to cover up the new dirt that you done did. So basically, you don't win when you play dirty, baby. You should listen to NeNe Leakes. And hopefully NeNe Leakes had nothing to do with this situation. I don't see NeNe Leakes jeopardizing her reputation and who she is, for some fake tea that's not really tea and there's no information, because she know that these girls are going to want to come for the information. They're going to want to know the information, especially with Kenya Moore back, and Kenya Moore basically saying the one that's really stepping up, because Kenya Moore wanted to know the information. And, I don't know what you're going to do now, baby, but you should just let it die down. You should apologize and just show us the receipts that you do have. And if you want to get back on the show, basically what you're going to have to do is go against NeNe Leakes because you ain't coming back. Ain't nobody feeling you right now. No one's feeling you right now with all that stuff. And then it's just like, yo, you ain't even genuine when you're talking about the situation like somebody hurt you. You came out here and you deceived us for months, and we thinking that you got receipts. You gonna bring some shit up, we gonna hear it or whatever, and you still to today hasn't shown anything. How can you even do a video? How can you even talk about the situation when you have not produced any receipts, point blank, period? Nothing. All you're trying to do is stay in the limelight, and you were trying to get in the limelight in the first situation, which got you in trouble. So you need to evaluate how you gonna clout chase, and you gotta clout chase a lot better than the way that you was clout chasing. You could have did it. You could have just confronted Cynthia and said, Cynthia, you know what, I feel like you ain't a good friend to NeNe. I feel like you like this, and I feel like there's another side to you. I feel like you hood when I was talking to you, so I think that you're wrong. So that's what you could have said. You could have actually confronted Cynthia and said this about Cynthia and hashed it out with her and said what you needed to say, and then boom, kept it moving. And then on top of that, the other ladies would have kind of probably checked you too as well, but you just made up this whole scenario like it's almost like catfish. You know what I mean? Like you catfish the situation. And I was watching Catfish, and basically all the people excuses for catfishing somebody was like, I was bullied, I was mistreated, I got low self-esteem, I don't love myself, I'm lonely, and all this other stuff. That's what you probably should have did. You should have probably came out here and just said, listen, I wanted to be friends with you guys so bad. I wanted to be in your circle. I want to be a part of the it crowd. I wanted to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you know what? I chose the wrong way to do it, to act like I had receipts, and I didn't have any receipts. I just want to be a part of y'all because I looked up to y'all. I want to be like y'all. You should have did something else, but you came out with fake receipts. This was catfish all day. This is catfish. Hey Ella, go back to Clark. Ella, go back to Clark. Oh, happy days. Oh, she's bringing us something with, yeah, she's bringing up, yep, she brought it up in her video. She brought up the situation with Phaedra and, Porsha basically said, when you was accused of drugging and the dungeon and all this other stuff, I was like, damn, like, you wrong for that. Like, you ain't, like, if you would have told us, the story that people usually say on catfish when they catfish people, you know what, you could have pulled on our heartstrings, and then, the audience would have, liked you or whatever, liked you back, or probably give you another chance. But Andy said he does give second chances, so maybe, because Andy was talking about he was not going to ask Porsha to come back for another season. After the first season she appeared, but on the reunion she really did a good job and showing her independence and her power, so he ended up asking her back on to, the the franchise, the Real Housewife, to back on the show or whatever. And it seems like Yovanna is auditioning again, and she's trying to get Andy's attention. She's trying to get people attention. She's trying to get people to support her too as well, because she's noticing that Kenya Moore, she's blowing up in the blogs doing what she do, talking about NeNe. NeNe's blowing up in the blogs too as well, doing what she do, talking about the show. And Porsha Williams' situation with Dennis McKinley's blowing up too, and Cynthia's situation is about to blow up again with her fiance Mike Hill, because it's going to be alleged that he was cheating on her, but that's not actually true. I already dropped that information on my playlist, Real Housewives of Atlanta Scoop. So, it seems like she's out here auditioning, but Andy does give second chances, baby. So maybe she's trying to get her views up, her numbers up, and then maybe she can get her chance back on the show. But I think the biggest part was when you was confronted by all the ladies, in Marlo's hotel room, you didn't stand up and you didn't say nothing. You made NeNe look like a fool, because NeNe was out there trying to, dissect between a recorded and auto too as well. And then on top of that, Marlo and Cynthia got into it behind your receipts, and then you ain't even got no receipts. You didn't even pull no receipts. You didn't even say anything about any receipts. So it is what it is. I was like, Yovanna, baby girl, you need to chill out. You need to do something else. Go viral another way. Go viral about giving some off the wall backhand tea. I don't know if anybody's going to believe it. And NeNe didn't throw you under the bus, but NeNe did say the snake is Yovanna. What did NeNe say? NeNe said something like, hold on. NeNe said something about Yovanna is the snake. I'm not saying she's the snake, but she is the snake. When NeNe Leakes was in her confessional, and when NeNe Leakes was in her confessional, her confessional that Yovanna wasn't technically a snake, but she is the one with the info. So NeNe said that situation, and I think NeNe actually really thought that there was recording, because I don't see her putting her reputation or giving anybody any ammunition to use against her. I don't see NeNe doing that, especially if you didn't have a recording. One of the smart things that NeNe could have done was ask you to hear the recording, but I think NeNe probably didn't believe you in the first place, but she let you run with the information. She let you, do whatever you needed to do. Okay, you got receipts? You got receipts? Okay, because I don't know why NeNe never asked to see the receipts, or she asked to hear the recording, or she really just questioned you about it. I guess she let you run with your storyline. She was going to stay separate, and if your storyline blew up in your face, it was just going to blow up in your face. Or you guys could have concocted this story together and you was going to take the fall, but you didn't take the fall. You slightly threw the information towards NeNe, saying NeNe was the one going around talking about auto or recording, and I have never had a recording. That's not, she said, I never had a recording. I never recorded anyone. That's not my character. That is not who I am. Just because I said I had receipts, that doesn't mean that was the definition of a receipt was auto or recording. That is a rumor that was started and it spread it like wildfire. And Quad asked her who started the rumor, and Yovanna said, well, NeNe started the rumor. Basically, she started the rumor that there was a recording. And you didn't correct her. You didn't change it up. You didn't say anything. You waited till you got kicked off the show to say anything. So it is what it is. So I just wanted to talk to my peeps and my peoples about the situation. I was like, Lord have mercy, way too much going on. It's Yovanna. It's Yovanna. Happy Days. We are so over that nitwit. Please, I forgot her name. Well, she came out today, Happy Days. She came out today and she was doing the most. She was doing the most. And then she was coming at, I'm not like a Kandi Burruss, like, stan. I'm not nobody stan, period, point blank. Nobody stan. And like she just came out like, you need to keep your mouth closed. You invited me on vacation with you, or you was hanging out with me. I was hanging out with your family because duh, she was trying to get information from you. She's trying to see if you was an authentic or you was a genuine person, if you was going to tell her or show her what the receipts are. You know, she was giving you the benefit of the doubt. She was testing you, and you got tested, and basically you failed the test, and you had no receipts at all, because she's going to see if you're going to say, I don't have no receipts. Or, and Kandi was trying to get information for herself to see, like, did NeNe put you up to this? Do you really have this type of information? Like, what's going on, girl? And so therefore, if you was chilling with Kandi and you was cool with her, you could have told her the truth. You could have told her that it was only on paper, but you still never told the truth until now that you're being called out. And you can get mad that Kandi's calling you out, but she is. You talking about her girl. Because I expect if my girl wanted to defend me without me saying anything about a recording, she can do that, because you was wrong. You gave them the ammunition to use against you because you was not authentic and you didn't really have no receipts, and you let everybody believe that you did have receipts too as well, and you didn't. You just wanted a storyline, and basically your storyline was fraudulent, baby. Yovanna did not do anything. All these other women haven't done created drama. Well, when you coming on the show and you want to peach and you want to be on the show, and you say that you got receipts and you don't show the receipts, and you're being asked and requested to show the receipts, and everyone's assuming that it's a recording and you're not correcting anyone, and especially when you're in a room gathered together with all the ladies, you could have said, listen, there is no recording. You could correct it, NeNe, because NeNe looked, she looked kind of fugazi, talking about auto versus recording. Right then and there, you should say, there ain't no recording. It's receipts, and here are the receipts. It's like she never showed any receipts. She just kept putting it off that it's somebody else. Oh, the person's here. The person's in this room. The person is around. It's like she's still not being honest with anybody. She's still not being honest with herself. She's not being honest with the public, and then she want people to roll with her, but she's not being honest at all. And and she keep deflecting, and now she's trying to take the beef with Kandi. Like, come on. If you coming on this show and you talking about you got receipts against one of the people that been on the show for so long, and you just coming on the show, and the first person you're gonna be coming at, this ain't your first time on the show, but like, you coming on for a new season 12, most of the OGs are there, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you gonna say I got receipts on one of them and a recording. You already know they was gonna spank her. She was gonna get spanked, and right. And it seems like NeNe allies are getting spanked, because Tanya Sam is gonna get spanked by Kenya Moore bringing a cookie lady through. Ella, all this is petty for Kandi. It's nothing to do with Todd. She want to get dragged. La, Kandi will work this here in silence. You already know. Kandi will have fun with her. And then Kenya Moore jump in? It's gonna be another. She's gonna be getting dragged. It's just gonna be funny. But you know what? The moral of the story is be true and be real. And don't try to come against people that you don't have no beef against just for a storyline. Create something different. Create something new. And if you get caught in your lie, just own up to it and say, hey, listen, I have no recording. My bad, NeNe. I let you, assume that there was recording. I let everybody assume there was a recording, because the way that you told the way that the story was told about you having these receipts, it's like, okay, you're talking about, you had, like, NeNe's talking like Cynthia is ghetto, Cynthia is ratchet, and she's a 50 Cent Cynthia. Let me tell you, nobody has heard her talk like that. Then you jump in was like, I know what you mean, NeNe, I got receipts. So people are automatically going to assume that your receipts was recorded, and you probably already knew that too as well. So you played yourself. And don't get mad if Kandi want to talk about you and talk about you and talk about you. Oh God, is Yo-Yo still on the show? I don't think so. They kicked her. She got kicked off. She said herself that she got kicked off in Toronto. She had to bounce. She had to go because nobody wanted her to be around, and nobody wants to be around a liar. And then you could at least apologize and say, hey, listen, these are my receipts. Still no receipts. So I'm assuming that Bravo And production was like, yo, where's your receipt? She had no receipt. She had a phone there. If she did have a recording, she probably thought that the worst thing to do is to show a recording that she recorded Cynthia while Cynthia was talking to her, because her phone was there. And if she produced that type of receipts, nobody's going to like her. Nobody's going to respect her. And nobody's going to even want her around. So it's best for her to say that, oh, my receipts wasn't a recording. It was something else. Because if you say that you got the recording, people going to light her up. So NeNe's pushing it up through. Bridget told me, what's up? I told everybody over 2 weeks ago, it's Yovanna. Yovanna's out here still lying, girl. Peach pit. Lord have mercy. I don't even know. I'm like, yo, I just seen Yovanna's video, the lies, for real, eh? I'm just like, yo, and she had an attitude too. Homegirl had an attitude like, Kandi, you had me at your house, you had me around your kids, yeah, because I'm trying to see what you about. I'm trying to see, like, if you're gonna tell me something, you got any real information, like, you want to be a part of the cast, you want to be on this show, whatever, even though you are cool with NeNe, but, you know, come to this side and see what's good over here. And, you know, maybe she was hoping that you would redeem yourself and say, hey, listen, the receipts I have is the conversation or something. She still has not shown us nothing, not one thing at all. And then she got enough to have an attitude and be mad, talking about you talk too much. No, you talk too much, you talk too less. Show us some receipts, baby. Show us some receipts, girl. Show us something. She can't show it. So the moral of the story is, don't lie. You know what? A lot of people want clout. A lot of people want to be on reality TV too as well. But how you get in there is how you stay in there. Now, you know, no one's going to really want to trust you. They're going to think you're a liar. They're going to think that you're going to throw people under the bus, you know, and then people are just like, oh, it's her again? Like, you had, you know, you're a beautiful woman, you have a nice personality, but you did too much to get clout, and you did it on the wrong show. Like, you know, these ladies was gonna come at you. Think Cynthia was gonna let that happen? You think Kandi was gonna let that happen? You think Porsha was gonna let that happen? You think Kenya Moore was gonna let that happen? Some new girl come on the show talking about she got receipts and she gonna try to bring down Cynthia Bailey, because you could do the same thing to them. So that's why they stood tight and they stood up to you, and they put the pressure on you for the receipts. So, girl, you did way too much. You know, you should have talked to NeNe a little bit more. Or and it seemed like over there in Toronto, NeNe just wanted you to tell the truth. That's what it seemed like. NeNe is lying need to be fired. Happy Days rotten. Thank you, the love bug. Hey, she has been mad since Eva told her she is. Ain't no fact. I don't know her. I know. I was thinking about that too as well. And I was like, yo. I was like, this is bad for you. First of all, she should have played off that situation with Eva. She was like, oh my God, you know, college was so difficult for me and everything else like that. And I really thought that, you know, we were cool, or like we can bond together, Eva. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you don't like me. I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend. Like, you know, this always happens to me. I'm always being mistreated. You know, people don't like to be my friend. People, I don't know what it is about me. She could have played that situation so much better than coming out like she's like that B from Clock. She could have still ate off of that Eva situation and tried to say, hey Eva, let's have a date, and then have Eva show her true colors and cuss you out, and have Eva, you know, dog you out in the confessionals. And that would have been so much better for you to get your footing into the show with having a little bit of drama with the ladies, and then you could have worked that sympathy card, and then you could have been talking to NeNe about Eva and just talk about, you could have did so much more other than having fake receipts. And the fake receipts was terrible. I mean, so terrible. I'm just like, damn. Hey, Rico, what's up? What's going on? Bridget, guess who's about to get into it hard? Yo, it's about to go down. Tanya, you know, I mean, they're wiping off, NeNe Leakes allies. Okay. The Queen Love Bug #1. Please go check out her YouTube channel. She's a content creator. Go show her some love. And check out Rico's channel, please, and show her some love too as well. My peace, my people, Maya. NeNe needs to be fired. Why you keep saying that? Why you keep saying that? Phaedra and the Peach Pit. I was like, yo, I don't feel bad for Yovanna, but I'm just saying, like, I know it must like be a certain type of situation. Like, you getting called out in public, then you got Kandi that got millions and millions and millions of people that click on anything that she says. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and she's talking about you. And you're like, oh my God, why don't you just not talk about me? I'm just tired of hearing you talk about. She could talk about you as much as she wants. But I know when you got somebody with a big voice like Kandi talking about you, and, you know, nobody's really going to hear your voice, it's a situation. Happy Days appearing at a dinner theater near you. Welcome to Erica Bryant. It's so true. NeNe's going to get fired. I don't even know. I have no idea. But, you know, Yovanna, man. Yovanna did the most today. Y'all got to check it out. She did the most. I don't know if NeNe's going to get fired. I think NeNe got enough drama going on that she could stay on the show. And, you know, we'll see at the reunion, because Andy did say, like, the reunion is the end factor of everything. Like, okay, the whole season's one thing, but at the reunion, if you do what you're supposed to do at the reunion, you can get asked back. And I know it's been alleged, and other bloggers and YouTubers were saying that NeNe Leakes has a 3-year contract with Bravo. I don't know if that's true, because I ain't in her paperwork like that. But if that's the case, I don't think she's gonna be fired. But, you know, they can buy her out of her contract. They can definitely do that. But I don't know if NeNe Leakes is going to be fired or anything else like that. Only thing I can say is we'll see, because we don't know what the second part of the season is going to bring and what NeNe Leakes is going to bring to the season. And I think, you know, people are I think Bravo's pretty much happy with the Kenya Moore, the NeNe Leakes going back and forth, and NeNe and Cynthia having their issues too as well. And I think NeNe can still bring an audience. She can still bring people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like she's washed up. I don't think NeNe's washed up at all. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, she can still bring people. And there's still, I think, thousands and thousands of people that still tune in to see NeNe Leakes. Whether they like her or hate her, I don't think like she's done like that. Unless they don't want her. You know, it's always about money. It's always about ratings. It's about money and what they can get out of you. But if the people that are producing the show and the execs over there that don't want NeNe there, they'll get rid of her. But I don't think that's the case. I won't know until we see. But that's why NeNe trying to apologize to everybody. I heard a new interview after the reunion. She quit, baby. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see if she quit. And if she did quit, you know what I'm saying? Like, she still made a name for herself. She can still get interviews. You know, she can still do a pilot somewhere else. She can do another show. And then on top of that, she got the boutique store. I don't know. I can whatever. The boutique store. She still has that. They need to cast me on the show. Hey, hell yeah, they need to cast us all on the show. Shit, I'll be hood rich fabulous. I'll be going to Macy's to get my makeup done. I'll be shopping at Sears. I'll be pulling up in my Uber XL. Lord have mercy. I'll invite you to the park for a barbecue. Bridget told me yes. They better not mess with Kenya, because if Kenya gets fired, I am over it. I don't think nobody's gonna get fired, in my opinion. I don't think no one's gonna get fired. I think Eva's just going to get another chance because she's still a pretty face. She's still, you know, she still can possibly bring something to the show. And at the beginning of the season, she did have a good season because she was reading, and, you know, she was out and in the blogs, and her and Porsha was going back at it. People was going at Eva for her comments because a lot of people felt like she was colorist. So, you know, they like that type of drama. And Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill, you know, it's going to be to see them get married, and whether Cynthia's going to move to Atlanta or she's going to still try to do the bi-coastal. You know, Kenya Moore, basically, it seems like she might be making up with Mark Daly if he actually gets counseling and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting, and people love, you know, Little Brooklyn too as well. And then also Kenya's bringing the heat when it comes to NeNe, when it comes to Yovanna, when it comes to Tanya Sams. And, you know, also Kenya done, you know, been on Instagram and she's been on Twitter talking about, you know, NeNe. She's been doing interviews talking about NeNe and throwing shade. So, you know, I think she's pretty much sealed. And Kandi still, you know, with the babies, with her and Todd in their situation, and her opening up about, you know, Todd might be just like, you know, Kenya Moore's husband, and, you know, Todd is, you know, kind of selfish. He's emotionalist, and, you know, they don't agree on the parenting situation. So, you know, she still got something to bring to the show. And then on top of that, she's carrying the information to one lady to the next lady, and she's doing it with ease, and she's doing it in a way where nobody is attacking her for bringing a bone like Shereé was. So we'll see. And Porsha with her drama with Dennis McKinley, and everybody loves PJ. So that's a whole, you know, like situation. Then the ladies talking about her situation. So I think she pretty much got some going on. A lot of people might not be satisfied with, you know, so far what we have seen. And there's a lot of people that do want NeNe to be on more episodes and stuff like that. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I don't know if NeNe quit. I don't know why she would quit. But NeNe did say that she feels like production, she feels like the producers, you know, are coming after her. They don't give her time to, you know, express herself. She's not on camera that often, and she's tired of being ganged up by the girls. And, you know, Marlo's somewhat there, but, you know, she's really standing alone. And, you know, she brought, what's her name, Yovanna. Yovanna basically folded and left. She went packing with her bags. And, you know, and like she keeps saying that Kandi and Cynthia and Kenya Moore are in an alliance. So maybe she's really feeling out of place. But I don't see her just quitting like that. Cynthia, stop eating with your mouth open. Oh, God. Let me see what you said. Kim Z can be her punching bag. I don't think Kim... Oh, my God. Eva's so boring and uppity. I know. But at first, and like the first 3 episodes or the first 5 episodes, she was talking mad mess. And then her talking about Kenya being a late-term mom. And then calling the ladies nappy heads. And then... so that situation. And Eva, she doesn't bring anything, and I thought Eva was going to bring, and Eva get caught in lies so much. Like Yovanna, like that's what I'm saying. Yovanna, you could have just been like, yo, on my bad that you guys think that it's a recording, it's actually a receipt. Eva lies so much. She get caught in every lie. She lie, and she just be like, I don't know, you should have did the same thing Eva does. You should have been like, yo, listen, it's just receipts, you know, Obama Bill told me that da. You could have just did like Eva, because all Eva do is just lie. Eva be like, no, I did not say that, you lying. So that's the situation with that. So I was like, Yovanna, baby girl, you doing way too much, girl. But I can understand, you got a big powerhouse like Kandi Burruss coming at you and talking about you or whatever. So if you want to, you know, redeem yourself and you're trying to get people to hear your side of the story, it is good for you to respond. But you should have responded right after Kandi responded. You know what I mean? You was like, oh, I let it go when she was talking about me and watching What Happens Live. But now she did the interview with Essence, so now I'm going to respond. I was like, girl. So she responded to Kandi. And basically, if Kandi's talking about you and she's doing this, you can get some shine off of that situation, because people are going to go and hear what Kandi has to say. They're going to go look for what Kandi has to say. No one's really going to look for what Yovanna has to say. But if she says she is responding to Kandi, people are going to hear what she has to say. But only thing is, Yovanna didn't say anything. She didn't drop the receipts. She didn't drop no receipts. She didn't apologize. She didn't say anything. Basically, she tried to throw Kandi under the bus with the Phaedra and Porsha situation, and basically trying to call Kandi out. Oh, you had me at your house. You had me around your kids. You had me this and that. Now you're gonna talk about me? She could talk about you because it's out here that boom, bada bing, you lie. And, you know, B. Scott brought it up. Even NeNe Leakes said that you was a snake. And now you're here on Sister Circle when you had your chance and moment in Toronto to actually say what you needed to say, and you didn't. You get off camera, off the show, and then you talk your mess. So maybe you're auditioning to be back on the show, but baby, you did the wrong thing all day. So it is what it is. Let me see. The Queen Lovebug. I like Eva, the diva from American Next Top. Yeah, but she's not bringing nothing to the show, though. She did for the first, 4 episodes. Other than that, it's been dry. Erica Bryant. Oh, child, NeNe with her 6 nose jobs. Lie, you better stop it. Happy days. NeNe better line up those QVCs as in hit contracts before she leaves. Y'all is wrong. Y'all ain't got love for NeNe Leakes. Y'all ain't got love for NeNe Leakes. You know when I say that, right? Only reason why I say that is because I remember when Snoop Dogg got on stage and said, y'all ain't got love for Snoop Dogg. Y'all ain't got love for Snoop Dogg. You gonna tell me the East Coast ain't got love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? So that's the only reason why I say that. Y'all ain't got love for NeNe Leakes. Hey, what's up, Daz? That's the only reason why I say that. Not because I want y'all. I just like to say that y'all, cause y'all be shitting on NeNe. Like, Lord have mercy. But there's nobody that I really like. I'm not a stand to nobody on the show. Yo, you were so wrong. Happy days. Happy days says you better line. Hold up. What did you say? Happy days. You and NeNe better line up those QVCs and HSN contracts before she leave. You're so wrong for that. But yo, for real, I want to sell some shit on QVC and SNN. Ella, you're right, Mary J. She could have been like Bill Clinton. I just did with that woman. I know. She should have did something else. She should have said like, Lord, it was this girl named Tavia, Nevia. You know, she could have, like, because Eva just sat there and lied right to Kandi and right to Porsha's face. And also Yovanna was like, you know, that's why Eva's calling you Salt Bae. Salt Bae. What we gonna call you? Lie Bae? We gonna call you a liar? And so at the same time that you're trying to address Kandi didn't talk shit about you. She's just basically saying that you deceived them and you didn't have any receipts, and people was under the impression that you had a recording and you did not have the recording, and you didn't show anything else, and basically you just came there to be a troublemaker, and you had a fake storyline and you got called out for it. And that's just the truth. That's facts. And then so now you're going to try to bring up the Porsha and the Phaedra situation about the dungeon drugging, and then on top of that you're going to try to say that Eva called her Salt Bae, salt this, salt that, and trying to say all that about her when you are the one that put yourself in this predicament. You're the one that came here, act like you have receipts, like you had information, you act like you was tough, you act like you was going to produce some type of information. You didn't produce anything. You didn't show nothing to the world. And then on top of that, we seen you run off. We seen like you packed your bags and you got out of Toronto. Like you bounced, like you started some shit and you couldn't even finish it. And now you're getting on, you know, other social media platforms and talking about it. But you had your chance there to address all the ladies there, and you could have came clean. You could have said what you had to say, and you said, my bad, I'm sorry, I just wanted to be a part of y'all, and I didn't know it was gonna take it, I didn't know it was gonna go this far. You know, you could have did so much more and could have kept yourself on that trip, and then you could have found some way else to create, you know, some drama for yourself, because you can. But she did whatever. Where am I at? I don't even know where I'm at. So, but y'all gonna see the worst argument between Kandi and Ty. He is spending too much money. Yeah, he's spending too much money, but she allow it, and she know it. Nobody's getting fired, but if Eva don't stop having babies, and that's an old storyline, I know. No, it's too many babies that, you know what, one is enough now. Todd and Kandi are getting into it. Yeah, they are. So, she got Cynthia and those and her mannerism. They can't let her go. If I see her one more time calling herself a supermodel and eating like a cow on national TV, I am going to send her back to a school. Quit school. I love you too much. Cynthia, stop eating with your mouth open. You're going in on that. Yeah, you ain't appreciating that, Bridget. Y'all go see the worst argument. Yeah, okay, I got that. I can't wait to see. Not that it's going to. Well, we'll see what happens because Kandi and Torn, they got some situation. Everybody got situation, but I don't think they're near divorce. But some people think they do. Happy days. Kandi has a good heart. If they dump her, I'm done with the show. Happy days. I'm done with y'all. Yovanna is who friend. She needs a storyline. Amen. Y'all hilarious. I know the Queen Love Bug. Bridget, I hope NeNe gets rid of her helmet, wig, tie. Oh Lord. Lauren, who's leaving? Just got here. Oh, we just speculating. Someone said in the comments that NeNe's going to quit the show after reunion, but someone just said that in the comments. There's no fact behind it. And we was just talking about who is and who is not boring. Marlo and NeNe friendship is dying. Oh yeah, it been died out. Kandi, at the beginning of the season, if you remember, Kandi sat down with Marlo and was like, yo, Marlo, you need to branch out and be friends with the other ladies and try to build other relationships with the other ladies too, because everybody thinks that you're NeNe Leakes' lapdog or whatever. And then so NeNe Leakes addressed that on her channel, saying that Marlo's not her lapdog, and she also said that Marlo doesn't really defend her when the ladies are talking about her, but they're still cool. But Marlo gotta eat, baby. She gotta eat, y'all. They're going to have 2 fights. Oh, they're gonna have 2 fights? I think, yeah, they're gonna have 2 fights, and then Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill going to get into it. And that story that he's going to get into, a lady's going to be saying that allegedly, she was getting with Mike Hill, and then it comes out that it's not true. It's actually fake. And he actually does a long interview about it. And he talks about the whole situation. He talks about Kenya Moore's situation and, Mark Daly and him and Mark Daly having a relationship too as well. I did a video about that. It's on my Real Housewives scoop playlist where Mike Hill actually addressed everything, because he was actually doing a book tour and he just got very candid about the relationships and his relationship with Cynthia. And basically he said the lady that's going to be coming out saying that I rented a room, I got an apartment for her, is all going to be fugazi, and it's not true. Bridget, Lovebug, I like Eva. Okay, I said that. Oh, her 6 nose job QVC. Where am I at? Okay. Erica Bryant. NeNe did that mess with Wendy Williams for clout. Crazy LB. Hello, Miss Mary Jane. Hey, what's up, Crazy LB? What's going on, baby? Brandy. Let's hit the like, fam. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button, Bridget. Porsha and all those businesses, she better watch the caveman of hers. Why you call his ass a caveman? You're so wrong for that. Yo, Daz Diggler, what's going on? You're so wrong for that. Why you call that man a caveman? You wrong for that. For real, for real. Poor Yovanna. Yovanna, I was like, yo, Yovanna, you ready for this shit? But when I see how Kenya Moore, Porsha, and Cynthia Bailey was coming at her in Toronto when it was, when Dennis McKinley came to propose to, Porsha, they cornered Yovanna up. And then they cornered Yovanna over there in Marlo's room. They wasn't playing with her. She thought it was going to be fun and games. She thought these ladies they were nice and friendly. They ain't. When it comes to, you can't come on the show and be like, I got tea on somebody that has set a foundation on the show, whether people like Cynthia Bailey or not. She set a foundation. She got a relationship with Candace. She got a relationship with Porsha. She got a relationship with, Kenya. She got a relationship with Eva. Eva didn't really say nothing about the SnakeGate situation. Only thing is, she talked to her husband about it. But you can't come in and think that you're going to, you can't come in with a lie. Like, just come with facts. Like, yo, I feel like you fouled Cynthia the way you doing NeNe. You should have came with that instead of saying that you have receipts and you have no receipts and you still haven't shown no receipts. Like, you just way too much, baby. You can't come at the OGs thinking they gonna sit there and let a newcomer come in and dog one of the OGs out. Nah, because you can do that to them, and they got to set the precedent that, okay, if anybody new coming on the show, they can't get at us like that. If they get at one of us, they got to get at all of us, because if we let anybody new come in and get at us and then tear us down, then, you know, we're going to lose our standing, our footing, our reputation, and people going to think that they can just come up on this show and try to take our peach and take our limelight. Nah, baby, that ain't going to happen. You messed with the wrong ones. You should have came with the real receipt. You should have came with something, or you should have just came at Cynthia like you got a problem with Cynthia. That's what you should have did, instead of saying you got a recording or some notes, just saying you have a receipt. You should have came with some facts, and then, or you could have just started beef with Cynthia. That would have been better than the lie. Now you got egg on your face. You get kicked out, thrown out. You gave all the women ammunition to use against you and to get together and say, we don't want to film with you. And that's what happened in Toronto. They didn't want to film with you. They didn't want you around. They wanted you gone. And they had every right to, because you done lied. And then on top of that, you know, you done lied to the producers too, because you had to talk to the producers. You had to talk to production and tell them that you got receipts or whatever. And it's all fugazi. So you messed up your whole situation. Ella, Mama Joyce didn't lie. Mama always knows a lemons to lemonade. Amen to that. Well, we're going to see what happens with that. I don't think they trying to, you know, get... Oh, well, a lot of people saying that Kandi ain't happy with Todd. Bridget, I get my tea firsthand. Can't tell that though. No, that's okay. It's all good. We'll see when it happens. Cause I ain't like Yovanna. I ain't got no receipts. I ain't saying it. I ain't doing that, baby. I'll tell you that this is my hypotheses. This is my guess. This is my thoughts. This is my. You see, Yovanna's out here copping please, but she ain't even copping correct please. And that's the situation. Like, she was out here doing way too much, girl. You was out here, you know, just playing around. You can't play around with the OGs like that. Even NeNe said to Yovanna, these are my friends. These are, even though they ain't friends, NeNe was like, these are my friends. I go way back with these girls. I know these girls for years. So therefore, that was writing on the wall that, baby, you was out the situation. And so to that situation, it makes me think that NeNe Leakes did not know that Yovanna did not have no receipts or a recording or auto. You know, at that moment when she said to her that, like, yo, listen, these are my friends. I know these girls for years. And then NeNe ran after Cynthia when it was out there in Toronto. So therefore, you know, NeNe, you got to fight your own battle. You come around the show and you want to battle with Cynthia. You want to rubble with the bee, huh? And you ain't got no real information. Now you out here on Instagram and YouTube crying about Kandi Burruss. You lucky it's just Kandi coming at you. You better be glad it ain't Kenya Moore coming at you. You better be glad it ain't Porsha coming at you. You better be glad Cynthia ain't coming at you. You better be glad it's just Kandi coming at you. And she's doing it very nicely. She haven't even really disrespect you at all. Okay, so where am I at? Crazy LBO, start with the mean girls. Yes, time is a limit. Oh, Lord have mercy. Please, please give Malo a peach, as she worked for years now. You're right, she needs a peach. I don't mind her not having a peach, but I don't think she's going to get a peach because of her, you know, criminal record and background. And the lady that she did attack back in the day, allegedly, that's not here anymore. Rest in power. Her family is really, you know, they really campaign for Malo not to have a peach. So I guess she can appear on the show. But you know how that goes. Yes, Todd is in limit, right? Tell him, Miss Mary Jane, I am dinner now. One love to you too. That's the. I think I would smash all these chicks except for NeNe. There you go, Daz. All of them. He said, he's too much. Bridget, honey, wait till the new husband leaves Cynthia. She will be back to herself. Like Stella, get her groove back. You said Bridget told me. You said said, wait till the new husband leaves Cynthia. You so wrong for that. Why you say good night, love bud. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Even Kandi slow but mouth talking ass that's when you better stop it. Kicked Yo-Yo off Toronto. Yeah, Yo-Yo. Yeah, Yo-Yo, they got her up out of there, baby. And even NeNe. NeNe used Yo-Yo and left her high and dry. Nah, I think NeNe was like, girl, where's your receipts at? Because I think at that moment, Marlo and NeNe was expecting Yo-Yo to produce something. And she wouldn't produce anything. And then even Kandi went to Yo-Yo to ask her, yo, you got any receipts? The recording? Like, come on, where's the information? And she still denied it. And she got egg on her face. So I don't know how she's going to audition. I don't know. We'll see what Andy thinks about her. Because Andy said if she showed up to the reunion, we'll see. You're so wrong for that when you said, honey, wait till the new husband leaves Cynthia. You're so wrong for that, Lord. And I'm laughing. God forgive me. Good. Kick Yo-Yo off Toronto. Yes, they did. NeNe used her, left her high and dry. I think she played herself because you shouldn't she's a grown woman. Like she said in her video, she got brands, she's a business, she's this and that. How you gonna let somebody use you and play you like that? Like if you don't got no receipts, then you don't got no receipts. You the one said you got receipts. Or you should have came up with a better, plot or ploy. And she didn't because she could have went for, Eva, even though Eva's pregnant and, started, cry woe is me. How come you don't want to acknowledge me? Is there something wrong with me? You don't like me, blah blah blah, you don't like my background or whatever, and I'm always being dismissed by people. That's one thing she could have did too as well. And then she could have confronted Cynthia and said, Cynthia, you're just like NeNe, you're ratchet, you're this and you that, because I had a conversation with you when you're the same. But she could have approached it that way. But Cynthia killed that when they was at Cynthia's house and Yo-Yo was like, NeNe says that you there's a 50 Cent Cynthia and you talk like this that way, and Cynthia was like, well, yeah, was it you that has a recording? Was it you that told NeNe what I said? Whatever I said to you about NeNe, I could say it to NeNe's face. So right there, that situation where receipts went out the window if that was her only receipts. So is some receipts, Yo-Yo. Like and share, please. I think that's true. Kandi is too dominating for Todd. I told y'all before. What happened, Bridget? You know something. Tell us, please. Yeah, she said that. What she said was that NeNe is going to quit the show. That's hard for me to believe that NeNe's gonna quit the show. I don't see her walking away. Not when she got beef like this. Not when, NeNe looks defeated when she talks and she seems like something's bothering her and she's so tired and she's so sick of it. It seems like she's basically feeling like Tammy Roman used to feel. But I just see from her being the OG from the beginning of the show until now, I just see that her ego won't let her quit. I just feel like, nah, you can't run me out of here. I ain't running. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Thank you so much. What happened? Please tell. Honey, I love talking with you. That's all I can't tell things. Into swindle. Todd is going to swindle her. Eva is petty, ugly, because I see a disposition about Eva. Her hair, it's not nappy enough. My sidebar. Lord have mercy. They need 3 condoms after Dennis. Oh, Lord have mercy. They need more than 3 condoms. For real. They need more than 3. That chick Eva, though, is fine. Eva is a beautiful woman. Eva is a beautiful woman, for real. Somebody said, crazy LB, that needs 3 condoms after Dennis. Porsha looks like she got that good. Oh, okay, Daz, I'm stop reading your comments. Crazy LB. Oh my God, Raw Dog and Dennis after that. After that, Lord have mercy. Hey, she better show up to the reunion so she can at least clear this up. Well, she's on YouTube talking about she won't clear it up on YouTube. I do recommend she is on a different stage. Shouts out to Basketball Wives. Hey, I like that. That was cool. That was a good one. Shout out to Basketball Wife. Make sure she's on a different stage. You know, if she shows up to the reunion, I don't think she's ready for it. I would have stayed in Toronto. I would have been like, I ain't leaving. You know what I mean? I know she got money in the bank. I would have stayed there. I would have paid my own way home. I ain't leaving. I'm chilling. What's up, NeNe? What's up, Marlo? Whatever. I'm going to be next to y'all. I'm going to be in this parade. And basically, she ran like... So people don't believe her. Porsha is a Raw Dog status. Oh, God. Oh, okay. That's why you guys are talking about that. Okay, you're doing too much. Oh, please, Marlo rat hair wigs. Lord have mercy. You guys are wrong for that shit. Oh, Lord. All right. So we gonna see, baby. We gonna see what's gonna be happening. But anyways, yeah, I just had to come and say what's up to all my peeps and my people and talk about Yovanna, because Yovanna's out here. I was like, girl, you doing too much, baby. But it's all right. You know what? She got egg on her face and she ain't on the show. But if you gonna come online and talk about the situation, show us some receipts, baby girl. Show us some receipts. You know, say a little bit more. Like you being passive aggressive with Kandi, talking about the Porsha and, you know, Phaedra situation, talking about Eva call her Salt Bae, talking about, oh well, why did Kandi have me at her house? Why did Kandi have me around her kids? You being passive aggressive with your decency. You're not being A1. You're not being, you know, you're not being upfront with the situation. Like, if you got a problem with Kandi talking about you, say you got a problem, talk about it. You know, say this, say that. Like, you just being passive aggressive and trying to take little shots at her that other people had took shots at her in the past. So basically, you failed again. You fell with the SnakeGate. You fell with the recording. You fell with the receipts. You fell with coming after Kandi. You just fell, period, because you're not being real, you're not being truthful, you're not being honest. And once you get to that point, then maybe it'll be all right. Thoroughly enjoyed the engagement. Later, Mary Jane. Later to you, too. Thank you, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top and want to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Please hit the like button. It'll be all good. So yeah, that's it. We'll be back for Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Miami. We'll be back, but we just had to talk about Yo-Yo for a minute. And that's about it. And so we'll see what happens with the situation. And we'll be back for Real Housewives of Atlanta on Sunday. The new episode will finally premiere because we've been getting reruns after reruns. Which more run coming to the reunion? Yo-Yo, you know, damn, if Yo-Yo, you know what? Yo-Yo, you come to the reunion. I don't know if they will invite her to the reunion, but she needs to show up. She needs to Skype in. That shit would be crazy. Happy days. Bridget, Kandi daughter sexing a white boy. Birth control story. Oh. Yeah. You know, people out here doing a damn thing. They won't pay the airfare for Yo-Yo to come to the reunion. Lord have mercy. Happy days. Love you too, guys. Love you all. Thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all the moderators for coming through. Thank you to Peep Squad coming through. Thank you for everybody participating in the chat room and telling me what's on your mind and telling how you feel. I really do appreciate your opinions and your comments. And thank you so much. And much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Keep your head up and stay woke, baby. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all y'all. Stay up, stay strong, stay positive, stay real, and don't talk about no fake receipts, because baby, if you coming with fake receipts, you gonna get egg all over your face. Don't come from the OGs if you don't have ammunition. Peace. I'm out. Much love.